Scorn not the Sonnet by William Wordsworth, 1770 to 1850. Scorn not the sonnet, critic, you have frowned, mindless of its just honours. With this key Shakespeare unlocked his heart. The melody of this small lute gave ease to Petrarch's wound. 1,000 times this pipe did Tasso sound, with it Camöens soothed an exile's grief. The sonnet glittered, a gay myrtle leaf, amid the cypress with which Dante crowned his visionary brow. A glow-worm lamp it cheered mild Spenser, called from Faery-land to struggle through dark ways. And when a damp fell round the path of Milton, in his hand the thing became a trumpet, whence he blew soul-animating strains. Alas, too few. Okay, this is a sonnet by William Wordsworth. Let's see, William Wordsworth was, he was born in Cumberland. He went to St John's College, Cambridge, and he was the poet laureate for about 7 years for Queen Victoria. He is one of the great, or the great romantic poet. And this poem, this is a sonnet, and it's saying, "Scorn not the sonnet." So I have a feeling that a lot of people at this time thought that the sonnet was a rather poor relation to many poetical ways of writing, and this is a poem in support of the sonnet. Scorn not the sonnet. So don't speak badly, don't look down on the sonnet. Critic, you have frowned, mindless of its just honours. So the critics are criticising it, they're frowning on it, and over the years the sonnet has had many honours. With this key Shakespeare unlocked his heart. So Shakespeare wrote lots of sonnets. He opened his heart. He talked about the fair youth and the dark lady, and Shakespeare expressed his emotions with the sonnet. The melody of this small lute gave ease to Petrarch's wound. Okay, so here we've got a metaphor, calling the sonnet a lute, which is a musical instrument. So he's using this musical instrument as a metaphor for the sonnet, and he's saying that Petrarch, who was a 14th century Italian poet and writer, he's one of the early humanists, and Petrarch, the Petrarchian sonnet, he used the Petrarch the whole time. 1,000 times this pipe did Tasso sound. So here now we've got the pipe as the metaphor for the sonnet. Tasso, Torquato Tasso, he's a 16th century Italian poet. With it, Camöens soothed an exile's grief. So Camöens was probably the greatest Portuguese poet, and I think at some point he was exiled from Lisbon. Camöens had all sorts of problems. I think he was finally executed. But Camöens wrote sonnets as well. The sonnet glittered, a gay myrtle leaf, amid the cypress which Dante crowned, with which Dante crowned his visionary brow. So, okay, we've got Dante. This is Dante Alighieri, one of the greatest poets. And I think we've got this myrtle leaf. I think the myrtle leaf it symbolizes a rebirth, purification. And we've got the cypress, which is a symbol of spiritual transformation. And this is talking about the crown, the crown that Dante wore. So a glowworm lamp. So a glowworm is a little insect that glows sometimes at night. It cheered mild Spenser, called from Faery-land, to struggle through dark ways. So this is Spenser, who wrote the Fairy Queen. And now the image is that the sonnet is a lamp, like a glowworm, giving Spenser enough light to struggle through the dark ways. And when a damp fell round the path of Milton, so this is John Milton, when Milton had problems, when Milton had problems, then he used the sonnet, and in his hand the thing became a trumpet. So here we've got this musical instrument metaphor again. So when Milton was having problems, when he was a bit sad, he struggled through the darkness of London, through the problems of London, then he used the sonnet, and this helped him. And being used by Milton, it was a trumpet to explain his feelings. Whence he blew. Soul-animating strain. So he blew sounds that animated the soul, that brought to life his soul. Alas, too few. And this little rhyme just at the end, blue and few. This sonnet is a Petrarchian sonnet, but with this blue and few as a rhyme at the end, this is the English sonnet. So it's like this sonnet is like a mixture between the traditional Petrarchian one and the English one with rhyme. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Scorn Not the Sonnet by William Wordsworth.